Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah for those of you who are new. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I hope that you will like it, and I hope that you will subscribe and comment. So as you can see by the title, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some reasonings on why I think your hair may be either breaking or not growing, and some of the tips and tricks I recommend for you to help with those problems. So excuse my scrubs, I just got off work, but I did want to get a video up for you guys. I'm trying to be consistent with uploading my videos, so excuse that. But if you're interested in hearing my tips and tricks on how to stop your hair from breaking and how to get it to grow, just keep on watching. So I'm just gonna start off with my number one. If you are a relaxed girl, you may have, or you may be experiencing the feeling like your hair is not growing, which that is completely not the truth, because if it was, you would not be going to get a retouch however so often you go get a retouch, right? So your hair is definitely growing. What is happening, in my theory, is that you guys are over processing your hair. And what I mean by that is, if you go get your hair retouched every 4 to 6 weeks, or even, I don't know, I mean, it depends on the rate that your hair grows, but I just feel like anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks is way too often to be going to get your hair retouched, because in that amount of time your hair probably only grows like that much. And when they go in with the relaxer to retouch your roots, they're definitely overlapping from the new growth of your hair to the part that has already been relaxed. And so what that's causing is, when you're getting a relaxer, it is changing the chemical bond of your hair, and so it is basically weakening your hair when you get a relaxer. And so if they keep going over spots that have already been relaxed, you're definitely going to experience breakage and feel like your hair is not growing, because every time that happens, your hair is just going to fall out eventually. So that's my number one. So what I recommend for that is stop going so often to get a retouch. I go 2, maybe 3 times a year to get my hair retouched. I go every 3 to 4 months. Sometimes I try to stretch it as long as I can, and sometimes I do come out with unrelaxed hair. So I do have, when my hair is like when I wash it, you could see there's parts of my hair that aren't relaxed whatsoever, and I would rather that than have my hair be over processed. So my number 2 thing is getting trims. So a lot of you may not be seeing results in your hair growth because you're getting a trim too often. So if you're going every time you go get your hair done and they trim your hair, of course you're not going to see any results. Just like the relaxer, it's basically both ends of the head. So if you're getting that hair cut off but your hair is growing, they're just cutting off the little bit of your hair that you grew. So it always seems like your hair is at a standstill, and that it's not growing, and that it's always the same length, but it's because you get your hair trimmed way too often. And I know they say get your ends trimmed because your hair won't grow. That is not true whatsoever. Your hair is dead regardless, okay, you guys? So yes, it looks healthier, and you know, it feels much better when you get, you know, your ends freshly cut and they look good, but at the end of the day, your hair is dead, and I mean, that's just what it is. So me myself, I may get a trim maybe twice a year, if even that, just when I feel like they look raggedy and they need a trim. Not too long ago, to make a video on edges and why some people feel like their edges are thinning a little bit too much, or why they're breaking. And honestly, you guys, I feel like I am experiencing, or I feel like it's way better now, but I feel like I have experienced some breakage around my edges. And I attribute this actually to using like hair gels, edge control, and like hairspray and stuff like that. I used to never ever use anything like that. Up until recently, I started getting more into it, but that's when I noticed that my edges were breaking off a little bit more, and you know, looking real raggedy, okay? So I have cut back significantly on using like gel and edge control and stuff in my hair, and I feel like, you know, my edges look pretty good. I do need a retouch. It's been a while since I had a retouch, so they look a little nappy, but regarding them breaking and everything, I feel like they are really growing back in, and I'm not experiencing as much breakage. Now also with edges comes the type of styles you are doing to your hair. So if you are putting tight braids, tight ponytails, stuff like that in your hair, I'm not saying that they're bad, but when you do those all the time and you're always putting tension on your edges, eventually they're going to break, you guys. So you got to be mindful of those protective styles, because usually that's what we go to for protective styles, like ponytails, braids, stuff like that. But sometimes we're not realizing the harm that it's actually doing to our hair. So I just recommend maybe laying off those type styles every now and then, or even making sure they're loose, making sure, you know, you're not pulling your hair so that your hair is breaking off. So these are just a few tips that I have for you guys on why your hair may be breaking or why your hair might not be growing. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I would love to get you guys feedback. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys do? So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. Make sure you are notified of my next videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.